It's about time you showed up. I see you saw my post.
This might be the absolute worst Lifetime movie I've ever seen. And dear God, that's saying a lot. It's actually embarrassing to think that a group of adults with $1 million budget made this movie. So with that, let's talk about Hall Pass Nightmare. This is our hot main character, Carrie.
Her?
I know, she has to be the most mediocre looking female lead I've seen in a movie since the Swedish film Border. But at least that actress was wearing prosthetic makeup because she was playing a troll. This character, however, is supposed to be so desirable that the bad guy in the movie will stop at nothing to be with her.
Okay then.
Anyway, she recently celebrated her 10th wedding anniversary with her husband, but things have slowed down between them lately and they haven't had sex in months.
That's too bad.
Her friend Beth brings up hall passes as being a key to a longer, happier marriage, and that she received a hall pass from her husband.
So have you used it? She has!
Carrie's husband Justin comes home, and the women use that as their cue to go home. Carrie's friends go outside to wait for their Ubers, even though they're totally sober, and I'm pretty sure that was their first and only glass of wine, which they didn't even finish. They weren't even there long enough to get into the cheese plate, which is completely untouched. The plates and utensils are still just sitting there when they stand up to leave. With her friends gone, Carrie tries to entice Justin to come get into the bath with her.
Why don't you come up when you're finished?
I'll be in a bit. I was gonna watch the game.
The game. What game? I know these movies don't like to use trademark team names, but could you at least define the sport? It's like if he said, I'll be up in a bit, I was gonna watch the movie. Sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it?
Yes.
So Carrie gets into the bath alone and listens to her favorite music artist, Dante.
Who the fuck is that?
This loser, but we'll meet him later. Carrie heads out on a work trip with her friends because they conveniently happen to work together where they attend a conference. I don't know what the hell this PowerPoint presentation is about, but some poor bastard has a lot of STDs, but thankfully not COVID-19. Afterwards, they hit the hotel bar where they spot this douchebag.
Hey, isn't that guy from the band Icarus?
Oh yeah. What's his name?
Dante Jones.
The same Dante she was listening to in the bathtub.
Hey, what a coincidence.
He should be your hall pass. Oh, not this again.
Oh, hell yes, he absolutely should be.
Okay, you can't give your friend a hall pass. It has to come from her spouse. Otherwise, it's just committing adultery. And why are they even encouraging her to cheat on her husband? What kind of best friends are these?
Justin and I would never have an arrangement like that.
Well, maybe you should. Could be the inspiration you need.
Inspiration for what? Getting a divorce? Like, what the f is she even talking about? Dante overhears them talking about hall passes, and Carrie's friends ditch her so she can be alone at the table with him.
You're just not what I would have expected.
What were you expecting?
I guess I thought you'd be more like some bad boy rock star.
He's at a fancy hotel bar. What should he be doing? Smashing beer glasses and flashing his dick to everyone?
Oh, that would be nice.
After a few drinks, they start making out in the hotel hallway. Jesus, there are people staying on this floor. But Carrie can't go through with it.
Dante, I'm married.
I thought I was your hall pass.
She doesn't have a hall pass. It's just a word her friends brought up back at the bar. So why is this movie even called Hall Pass Nightmare? It should be called Hallway Nightmare, because that's where his infatuation with her begins.
I see what you did there.
The next morning, Carrie arrives back home and immediately scrubs the shame off her body. Even though all that sexual stuff happened last night, why wouldn't they have her do this in the hotel room shower right after her encounter with Dante?
That makes more sense.
For her birthday, Carrie's husband Justin buys her tickets to the Dante concert, which Carrie is just thrilled about, but not as thrilled as this guy.
Happy birthday!
They go to the show, which is just them and like 10 extras standing in a room, but we're supposed to believe it's a concert for one of the biggest rock stars in the world, who they put next to this dusty organ. And is it just me, or is Carrie's husband a little too into Dante?
I was blind, but now I see.
Like, listen to what Dante is singing about.
Don't it feel like we're in heaven?
Maybe he should have had a hall pass to have sex with Dante. After the show, they go to the exclusive VIP area, which is a complete dump, and get to meet Dante.
You must be the lucky husband.
I am.
I saw you play at U of A in 2000, and you sound the exact same.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? That night, Dante is in bed with some random chick to reinforce what a rock star stud he is, and uses this obviously fake social media app to search all the Carries in the area. What is this app? It lists your name, profession, how long you've been a member, how long you've been married, and the first name of your husband. And they all seem to have very interesting professions. Archaeologist, intelligence service, a veterinarian for apes, best friend? Is that a profession?
Yes.
He finally locates the Carrie that he's looking for.
I found you.
The next day, he shows up to Carrie's office with flowers.
I'm not interrupting anything important, am I?
Just my life.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. Tell me that you don't feel the same.
I don't understand. Why me?
That's what I want to know. Why her? This famous rock star could have any woman he wants, and he's lusting after this boring, average-looking married woman who wants nothing to do with him. At least make her sexy or something.
I think it would be best if you took back your flowers and you gave them to someone who could actually appreciate them. Please.
Well, they are beautiful flowers, so... Okay then. Carrie goes home where Justin is grilling in the backyard.
Summer's coming up, and I thought maybe we could take some time off of work, go somewhere special.
Yeah?
Maybe work on starting a family?
Really?
Are you sure? I mean, you've only been married 10 years. Don't rush into anything. Now watch how the rest of this scene plays out.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
There's just lots of options for this blanket that you're wearing.
I'm so excited about it. I've given it as gifts. I love it.
I love it. And they come in like nice colors and stuff. It is and
Like it was. Like, amazing.
What the hell was that? So Dante is just sitting in their backyard watching them? And they never see him? What are we supposed to take away from this? Maybe if he was hiding in the bushes spying, we could be like, oh, he's jealous of their life and knows where they live. That's not good. But the dude is just sitting out in the open, warming up next to the fire 30 feet away from them. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. And nothing ever comes of it in the movie.
whatever.
Dante gets drunk at a bar where he hits on this middle-aged woman to take his mind off Carrie. And I'm not gonna lie, I might actually prefer her over Carrie. The woman's husband, or date, or whoever the hell he is, shows up, and the two dudes get into it. I don't know why that guy went down. It's not like he hit his head on anything. We cut to the next day, where Carrie is just staring down at the clock on her phone.
He's gone.
He's gone? What does that mean?
He's gone.
I assume she's talking about Dante, but she has no idea what his schedule is. So why does she think he's gone?
He's gone.
Why did she say that line?
He's gone.
Cut it from the movie.
He's gone.
Justin comes in, pours himself some coffee, and is sure to kiss his wife goodbye.
I better leave. I'm gonna be late.
Have a good day.
After he's gone, Carrie receives a text from Dante. So the picture he just took earlier just so happens to match his icon photo? And why was it so important for him to write "in private" as if he was going to send some racy nude photo? It's like him sitting in his car. Also, she clearly has an iPhone. So what the hell is this ridiculous looking messaging app she's using? Why can't it look more like an iPhone? At work, Beth brings Carrie some coffee.
I saw Justin down at the coffee shop.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. He was just asking about you. Wanted to make sure you're okay. Said you seemed a little off lately.
I'm fine.
Hold on. You saw Justin, her husband, down at the coffee shop.
I saw Justin down at the coffee shop.
Did the movie forget that in the previous scene, Justin poured himself a full mug of coffee and then said he had to go or else he'd be late?
I better leave. I'm gonna be late.
It makes absolutely no sense that he would have stopped in a coffee shop. And it was just so that Beth could bring up the fact that Carrie has seemed a little off lately.
He was just asking about you. Wanted to make sure you're okay. Said you seemed a little off lately.
Why couldn't Beth just say, "You've seemed a little off around here lately"? That's it. It's just terrible writing that pays no attention to what's already happened in the movie, specifically one scene ago. While Carrie goes into the shower, Dante breaks into her house because he's not just a world-class musician with millions of fans, he can also pick locks too.
That's amazing.
Carrie leaves the shower just as dry as she was when she went in. While in her bathroom, she senses something coming from the other room. Jesus, does she have enough outlets? When will she ever need that many appliances plugged in at the same time right next to her sink?
Probably never.
In the bedroom, she finds Dante lurking.
Dante, I am not gonna meet you.
9 a.m. I can come to you. We can meet at the coffee shop outside your office.
Carrie agrees to meet him at a coffee shop in the morning so that he'll leave. And then the movie just cuts to him outside walking away, even though it would have been way more interesting to show him trying to sneak out of the house without being caught by Carrie's husband. But as we all know, this movie doesn't care about showing anything interesting.
That's so true.
While waiting for Carrie at the coffee shop, a woman approaches Dante and asks to take a selfie.
Thank you.
Why are you trying to get with that chick? She's way hotter than Carrie and actually seems into you. I know I'm being really mean towards Carrie, and I'm sorry. Carrie stands him up, so he leaves on the wrong side of the road.
What?
That night, Carrie and Justin try and watch a movie, but they keep getting interrupted by her phone.
Seriously, you need to get that.
I'll call them back after the show.
Hug.
Don't you think if you had a crazy lunatic stalking and harassing you and you were trying to keep it from your husband, you might think about silencing your fucking phone? Especially when you're sitting right next to him. There's no way anyone in her situation would let their phone keep going off like that. It's not believable. Carrie finally goes to the police station to file a complaint against Dante, but Dante beat her to the punch.
He's filing a restraining order against me.
Carrie hits the Dante gossip column and learns about a woman named Brenda that he used to date. In the very next scene, she finds Brenda at a restaurant that has more trophies than customers, but we're never told how she finds her. All this article said is that the woman's name was Brenda. So how could Carrie track her down with only that information?
Get you anything? Just a soda water. Coming right up.
Can you let her sit down first? Or maybe show her to a table? What waitress takes your order while you're still standing up? Brenda talks about her experience with Dante, saying he is charming but can be possessive and very manipulative, which we already knew. So the only point of this scene is that it added 4 minutes to the movie. Yes! Justin leaves a hospital because he's a medical sales rep and receives a disturbing text message. Yeah, how many times have you been texted a photo and when you take out your phone to open it, the photo is already blown up and filling the screen? Never. It comes through as a text message and you have to click on it to open it. Why does this movie have to do everything so stupidly? Could they not afford the extra 2 seconds it would have taken for him to click on it?
No.
Anyway, someone is watching him in the parking garage. He gets into his car to leave and gets this message on the navigation screen. So he gets out of the car and I don't know if he's literally checking his surroundings. I don't know if he's just looking at his backup camera and wondering why it's not working, but check out what happens next. How is there somebody now in his car? Seriously, he gets out and at no point does he ever walk away from his car. He doesn't even look away from his car. How could anyone possibly sneak into the back seat without him seeing them? It makes no sense. Carrie visits Justin at the hospital after he gets the shit kicked out of him. But he says he didn't see who did it. And if Justin wasn't in enough pain already, Carrie decides now is a good time to tell him that she cheated on him with Dante during her work trip and everything that's been going on since then behind his back.
That's rough.
Justin is released from the hospital but goes to stay at a hotel while he processes this whole situation. So now Carrie is living by herself at home when this happens.
Hello? Hello?
Who keeps a full set of golf clubs in their master bedroom closet? Carrie goes to inspect the noise. Why are you taking a sigh of relief like, oh, thank God it was just a bird rattling the bird feeder? Your back door was wide open! Is that not concerning to you?
No.
Carrie goes to stay at Beth's house to feel safer, along with her other friend, Lexi. She takes a selfie and posts about it on social media, so we're told. That's clearly not Facebook or Instagram and is just the same app she was text messaging on earlier, but whatever. Oh look, there's the cameraman. Hi! Carrie unpacks, looks at her brand new taser, and gets into a nice soothing bubble bath. The movie then cuts to Dante already inside Beth's house, creeping up the stairs and down the hallway. But when he gets to the bathroom, Carrie is no longer in the tub.
It's about time you showed up. I see you saw my post.
After Carrie zaps him, Beth steps in. Why would she drop the baseball bat? What, is she running to first base? So it turns out that this was their plan all along. The women would come stay at Beth's house, then Carrie would post about it on social media, which would lure Dante there, and the women would be secretly waiting to beat him up. What a dumb fucking plan! Why would you willingly bring this dangerous guy to your home and then let him break into the house? Why wouldn't they be on the phone with the police the moment they saw him approaching the house? What if he had a gun? Look how close Carrie has to let him get to her before she can even tase him. What exactly was their plan? To tase him one time and then hit him with a baseball bat one time, thinking it would knock him out? Then call the police, hoping he stayed unconscious long enough until the police got there? It makes no fucking sense!
Carrie!
Where's Lexi? She was supposed to be at the bottom of the stairs.
He turned off the power from upstairs. The breaker box is on the second floor. Sure. So here we are. The power's out. They're like 15 seconds into their genius plan and already hiding from him. Oh, and their other friend Lexi is unconscious somehow. I guess Dante was able to silently break into their house, was able to sneak up on her even though she was waiting for him, and was able to powerfully knock her out without killing her, all without her ever screaming.
Holy shit! How is that even possible?
And now Carrie's husband shows up to join in the fun. Where the hell did he come from? How did he know his wife was even there? Did Carrie tell him to come? Did he see her social media posts just like Dante did? How long has he been in the house? And how does he even know what's going on right now?
You ask really good questions.
The movie never explains. Also, why are they just hiding behind this wall? Why aren't they calling the police from their cell phones? If they're so terrified, go grab a knife from the kitchen. Ask Beth, whose house this is, what you can use to defend yourselves. You're just standing there like idiots. Not to mention, this is the plan you wanted, to trick Dante into coming there. Except now you have another guy on your team. Yeah, he's a complete pussy who can't fight, but he's still a dude. What about this scenario has changed for you?
This way.
They decide to leave Lexi lying there and escape outside, only to immediately say,
You guys, Lexi's still in there.
We can't just leave her.
oh my God. These are some of the dumbest characters I've ever watched. You knew she was still in there. You were just hovered over her unconscious body right before you chose to leave. Don't act like you just realized that. Justin tells the women to lock themselves in the car. Good. Instead of staying in the locked car, because that would be smart, they try running back inside. Did you really think you could get back inside without him grabbing you?
Kinda, yeah.
By the way, that little shove he just gave to Beth, gently pushing her off to the side, she's done. Never comes back the rest of the scene. I guess we're supposed to assume that tiny push knocked her out somehow. Dante breaks the glass with a rock and searches for Carrie. Carrie locks herself inside a bedroom and grabs her phone from a nightstand. Why wouldn't her phone already be on her in case she had to call the police? When the scene began, it's not like Dante snuck up on her and she was totally unprepared. She was confidently waiting for him with the taser.
It's about time you showed up.
So why wouldn't she have her phone too?
That's a good point.
Where is Carrie's husband? Did that one punch really knock him out for this long? And what about Lexi? She was knocked out even before he was. What is she, in a coma?
Yes.
Carrie pushes Dante and makes a run for it.
Just leave me alone! You don't need to do it.
No, I do need to do this. I'm not gonna lose you again. You're mine.
Was that taser in her pocket the entire time? Why didn't she use it outside when Beth was being carried away? She just closed the door to save herself. Carrie kicks Dante down the stairs, and that's the end of it. Her friend still isn't awake.
Beth, thank you so much.
For what? Graciously hosting that dipshit plan? Next, Carrie thanks her husband.
If you hadn't shown up.
If he hadn't shown up, he wouldn't have gotten punched in the face again. He didn't actually do anything, except tell you to get into the locked car, and you didn't even listen to him. We cut to 3 months later, and you know what? Who cares?
Who cares?